And in this time, of course, you're going to find that there are lots of tailors in society because China is not yet around to produce all of our clothing. There is no sewing machine. Society has not been mass mechanized as we know it today. And therefore, a lot of your neighbors are going to be involved in the clothing industry, whether they be weavers or dyers, tailors or mantua makers.
Oh, wool.
Mostly wool. Wool is the most durable textile available, and therefore it is perfect for soldiers' clothing. So, of course, it will also keep you warm, but on top of that, it's got cool features like it does not harbor bacteria in the fibers, and therefore it's not going to smell as bad, and consequently you don't need to clean it like you do your linens. So the woolen uniforms, they are simply brushing. They're not really fully submerging them like we do our laundry today.
How long did it take to make a jacket?
A jacket like this is going to take me about 20 hours of work.
Wow.
However, that doesn't make sense when you're trying to clothe an army, does it? So consequently, you put more hands to work, and thus, say, if 2 people are building a jacket, it is going to take you 10 hours. The best way to think about it is there's a saying in the 18th century that 9 tailors make a man. And that means that in a single day, a tailor shop composed of 9 tailors should be able to make a suit of clothes for a guy. So that's a pair of breeches, that's a waistcoat, and that is a full coat, which would take me about 2.5 weeks to build all of that if I was working an 8-hour day. But in a single day, 9 people should be able to do it.
Are they measured for the shoulder, or are they just...
Yes and no. So what's happening is a ready-made uniform is being produced in France, often by the tailors of the 2nd Battalion of the regiment. So regiments are composed of 2 separate units, and then often they serve in different locations. One stays at home, and the other goes abroad. So the half of the regiment that is at home, the tailors in that unit are making up additional clothing, and they do it in thirds. So they clothe 1/3 of the regiment, another third, and then the last third. When they're making the uniforms, they cut out uniforms in batches of 3, 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large, so that you don't have a disproportional number of uniforms. These are then completed, whether it be a habit for the regimental coat, or a vest, or a pair of breeches or gaiters, and then they're put on a boat, sent across the Atlantic, and they get here at some point. They're then altered to fit that one individual exactly. So you have a custom garment that was originally a standardized size. When it comes to actually measuring an individual, it's kind of interesting. They don't use numbers. They simply use a long paper tape and then say, do the chest measurement and then make 1 snip. They then do, say, the nape to, the waist, and that's 2 snips. So each different measurement has a number that is designated with it. So you can completely cut out the numeric system altogether, which is great for me. Not my strong suit right there. So you all are welcome to examine anything in this room that you find interesting. I highly suggest that you check out the uniforms a little more closely so you can get a better idea of what it would have been like to wear, say, a habit, especially when it's almost July.
What type of hat are you wearing?
This is called a bonnet de police, so it is a fatigue cap. Now, one wears this to keep the hair clean as he's working, and then also to preserve the chapeau, or the cocked hat, that the soldiers are wearing.